Hello, fellow snappers. Today's deck wanders boldly into meme deck territory, but with a purpose. I wanted to see if I could resurrect that old school Kitty Pryde Taskmaster turn 6 nuke. Back in the day, Taskmaster being a 5 cost made that combo really smooth. Then he got bumped to 6, probably because that playline was just detonating games left and right. So the only way really to recreate that classic finish was to force a turn 7 with Magic. And in a meta where Merlin is rewriting locations and Legion's out there running wild, Magic isn't exactly the most dependable partner. And since I've already been kind of deep in the lab with buff decks, I figured why not push it to see if the meme can become the dream. So that's what I did. I put together a deck. Version 1 was not very good. I mean, it was okay, but it was not great. So I tossed it into Nerd Dynamite's Discord to see if anyone had any ideas. They have a lot of cool deck builders in there who come up with some off-the-wall stuff, but it's always very, very fun and very non-meta, so I love it. So a bit later, one of the members named Poduma, he came in and he said, here's some of my suggestions, just off the top of my head. So, and this guy, he builds decks like it's an art form. So everything that he put in there, I did. And that's basically the list that you see before you. And it's been doing pretty good, actually. It's a lot of fun. So a huge shout out to Baduma. Your tweaks brought this thing back to life. And that's basically what we're looking at here. So the new roster that we have is Yellowjacket. So the whole idea of the deck is you want to play on turn 6 a buffed up Yellowjacket and then Taskmaster. Since Yellowjacket's a 0 cost, him and Taskmaster, you can get some potentially high power out of that. So also in that combo, we're going to need Stick, of course, the new terror of the buff decks. So that's who we have in here, and Yellowjacket is a 0/2. On reveal, afflict your other cards here with -1 power. Now originally this card was the Wasp, who's a 0/1 with no abilities. I wanted to stay away from the affliction part, but in playing this you find out that once he gets buffed up so much it doesn't really matter. So that -1 or 2 somewhere else is not really a big deal. Then we have Agony, who's a 1/2. After you play a card here, you merge that card into it. Agony was in the first iteration of this deck, as was American Chavez, who's a 1/2. On reveal, give the top card of your deck +3 power. Great for buff deck. Okoye, a 2/3. On reveal, give every card in your deck +1 power. Okoye was in the original build. And then Maverick, 3/2. He's an activate card. Give the next card you play power equal to this card's power. So he was also in the original version. So Paduma said put in Jocasta. That way you can have Maverick kind of do double duty, because Jocasta is a 3/3, also an activate. And what this card will do is immediately activate your other cards in the same lane without using their ability. So basically you're getting double the activation power. Then Nakia, who was in the original version, 3/4. On reveal, give all your cards in your hand +1 power. And Viv Vision, 3/4. At the start of each turn, give all the cards in your hand +1 power if you're winning here. Otherwise, this card will move. Then, of course, Stick, who's also in the original version, 4/3. On reveal, get the next card you play equal to this card's power. So this is kind of like a better version of Maverick, because you don't have to activate anything, which is nice. And then Poduma also suggested putting in Gwenpool, which is a good idea, and I probably should have had this in the first version. Gwenpool's 4/5. On reveal, pick a random character in your hand 3 times, give +2 power each time. So she will give +2 power to a character 3 times. Then we have Galacta, 4/6. Galacta was also in the original build. At 4/6, each turn, the first card you play at another location will reveal with +2 power. And then finally, of course, Taskmaster, who was in the original version, 6/0. On reveal, set this card's power equal to that of the last card you played if able. So that is the deck. It's been a lot of fun. You don't always win, but it's just kind of fun trying to figure out how you can pull off the surprise turn 6, which is always a good time. And it's been doing not too bad. Been picking up some cubes. The win rate is decent on it. Again, it's pretty much kind of a meme deck, but it's still fun. So there we have it. As always, if you give this deck a try, let me know how it works for you. Let me know if there's any kind of substitutions I can make that might make it better. And as always, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you want to. And as always, happy snapping. Alright, so we're coming into this one already in progress. I forgot to hit the record button. Imagine that. So had a good hand and figured I would see if we could get at least the ending of it. Just to kind of show what the deck can do, since we kind of have our combo of Stick, Yellowjacket, and Taskmaster. Which will get down Stick, or Agony into Stick. And they have a Mystique. Copy Morbius, and they're putting down some Swarms, okay? Usually those are played at the end, but hey, you know. Okay, so they are bricked up in the middle. They do have a Mystique. They could potentially grow with some more discards. So let's try our combo here. We're going to get a 23 Yellowjacket and then a 23 Taskmaster mid. Now, the Yellowjacket could very well be Galactus, but a Swarm, okay, just a Swarm. Okay, I'm not sure. Klee, I don't think Klee's a bot, but that's kind of body behavior. But hey, you know, like I always say, a win's a win, and I will take it. Alright, let's see who we get in this one. We get Bio-Mega. Bio meaning life, Mega meaning big. Big life. And they just got my Nakia, but we got their Shang. So that's a decent trade in my book. We don't have to worry about Shang popping out. I've already been seeing Shadow King enough, so I don't need Shang to join in. Alright, so we're going to play some Hydra Bob. Potential end of turn shenanigans. We'll get down to Koye for some buffs. Alright. Mojo World. Guess we need to start filling that up. Yeah, we'll just put Chavez over there. We'll get Agony down while we have the energy. We do have Stick. Promising. We're just missing the other two components. No Vision yet. Okay, but we do have Gwenpool. And they turn their character into Zorn. Okay. Who will move 3 and 4 cost cards, I believe. Yeah, 3 and 4 cost. Okay. Alright. Hopefully he'll throw Gwenpool to Mojo World. Okay, so this is not end of turn. This is boring Daredevil. Now, I do get that the weekend mission is for Daredevil, so I'll give some grace there, I guess. Okay, do we want want to do stick, or do we want to do... Do we want to do Galacta or stick? Let's... I don't know, we might be better off just getting out of Mojo World. Not worrying about it. Fighting for left and mid, because we're going to have the buffs. So Hospice will help there. Okay, they get rid of Hydro. And okay, so we don't have to worry about Mojo World. Turned it into the big house. And there goes Nakia. Alright. So we got Galacta. Can't put stick over there into the big house, so we can go Taskmaster. So we'll have 10 mid. Hopefully they try to put something there and it gets thrown away. So we're going to be sitting pretty good left. Middle though is iffy. Iffy. And Biomega is thinking hard. Don't see anything. Oh, okay. Okay. Agony gets, or Misery gets thrown. Misery loves company. And Universal. Oh no, not the Destroyer. Not Destroyer. Please. I see. Okay. Okay, that's better. Alright. Oh, a nice Agony interaction there. Okay.
Victory.
Alright. We'll see who we get this time. Let's see. And we got Biohazard. Last time was Biomega, and now we have Biohazard. The Bio Brothers. Okay. Nothing we can do. I don't want to play a Yellowjacket. We'll get down to Koye. Come on, Bio. Biohazard. He's having a hard time on turn 2 figuring out what to do. Okay. Oh, jeez. Alright. Okay, so... I don't think Colonel America's going to help me at all, except just for some points. Well, maybe we can get a draw. Alright. Okay, alright. Not bad. Well, good to know that Cosmo's there because he'll negate Yellowjacket if we gotta put him there. Yellowjacket's ability. Starbrand. I am shocked to see bio or techno-organic virus or whatever it is. Alright. So we'll go Agony into stick. For an 8 cost stick. Or an 8 power stick, I mean. So Squatch. Alright. So we could potentially put, yeah, Yellowjacket, there we go, and then we will drop down Task. 9, 12. Okay, I think looks pretty promising. 11 Yellowjacket, and 11 Taskmaster. Okay. It's enough to pull out the win. Alright.